Hey everyone, Jake Goldstein here with NFTPlazas. Amazing people keep on bumping into us. I don't know. It's probably because we set up the camera like right where people walk in. I guess was kind of smart of us, but I don't know. I'll let you guys be the judge of it. I'm going for too long. All right. Here with a really, really interesting and awesome guest with Blockchain Creative Labs. There we go. And that is all I'm going to do to intro you because I'm sure you'll do a much better job than that.
Thank you, Jake. The line here is crazy to actually be on this, so it's insane. Thank you for taking the time with me.
Of course, of course. So I guess my first question is, tell us a little bit about the projects that you're working on, how you got into the space. Just, someone that doesn't know about Blockchain Creative Labs, what would you want them to know?
Yeah. So blockchain BCL is basically Fox venturing into Web3. Fox about 2 years ago kind of started thinking about how to engage in a better way with their customers and their fan base and creating a bi-directional relationship instead of having a single directional relationship. And so BCL is really the marriage of all the tech and engineering components that Fox actually shines for and their animation business. We are currently we're working over the past year and a half for a Dan Harmon show, co-creator of Rick and Morty, called Propolis. It's an awesome story, and Fox has already pre-purchased the next 3 seasons, the first 3 seasons of the show, and the show hasn't aired yet. So we have huge hopes, and actually the show is pretty fantastic. And with that, we launched a small NFT project around it called Crab Chickens, and Crab Chickens are an awesome way to enter the Dan Harmon show in this version. It's basically like a huge fan pass with access to voting, all the way to being included and written into the show yourself.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, can you talk a little bit about the IP associated with it? So you say, oh, will these chickens be like on the show, and like your specific, chicken can be on the show, or your face is it, or you have all the specific things. Can you talk a little bit about, I guess, IP in Web3 and how that kind of shift is happening?
I think it's a huge topic, right?
For sure.
It's a huge topic, and we are call some of the incumbents in the space because we are IP creators and IP owners. Even though we did a big sale to Disney, so that was interesting. But from our perspective, the way that we reinterpreted the crab chickens in this view and connected to the show, it's really taking the chickens are basically a version of currency in the show. And we basically took those and give those as the keys to open up the keys to the experience. And then once you own one of the chickens, you can basically vote for actual things happening in the show. So, certain characters dressed a certain way, which character interacts with who. It's like a true voting on how you can truly decide a little bit the story of the storytelling, and basically it culminates with being able to write you in the show. So we had one was a giveaway basically based on a trivia questions on the show, and the second one was a sale. And you would come into the animation studio, you would meet with the artist, they would draw you up, and then make sure they show you in which episode they would put you in, and make you part of the show. And we always, I'm of the generation of The Simpsons, and this is if I had the chance to do this for The Simpsons, it would have been the most amazing thing for me. So we're trying to think about it that way.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's kind of how can you kind of give more back to the people that watched the show, basically give back to the fans. You kind of touched upon this, which I thought is also interesting, is how does watching a show change? How is that going to be different, right? So how do you envision the next generation of people watching TV?
It's really a bi-directional approach now, right? Instead of sitting on a couch and absorbing whatever content somebody decides to put in front of you or that you choose, you're going to have the opportunity to interact with it. You'll have the opportunity to enjoy it, decide the future of it, present or future, right? Because sometimes it takes a little bit more time to get things to get things done. But the relationship that you create is really different. If you know that you can decide the future of the story, if you have an impact on this, and the impact of the community in this is really what makes the biggest difference in this to me.
Yeah, awesome. Well, you heard it here first, guys. Blockchain Creative Labs, NFTPlazas. How are NFTs going to change the film industry? it seems like you guys are doing it in a big way. So really excited to get a chicken and watch this new show. Thank you so much
Thank you
for doing
for
this.
having